Hey fam, welcome to day 4 of the Breathwork and Meditation Challenge. Today, I really wanted to invite you into another breath that was more for energizing the system. So on day 1, we did the breathing that is really for like vital life force energy and inviting you to start to use your diaphragm while you're breathing. And then we really went into this like very feminine side, very like parasympathetic nervous system. So this breath that I'm going to invite you today is called Breath of Fire. You may have heard of it before. And the goal here is to use the diaphragm. So you can take the space between your rib cage, and your diaphragm lives right up underneath your rib cage here. So this breath, you're going to actually be feeling that space move up and down. There's a lot of people who talk about this breath in a way that if it's moving your lower belly, then you're not doing it right. But we're going to like throw out all the rules, and we're only going to focus on like one thing here to make it super easy. But this again is another diaphragmatic breath. So I think for me, when I use this breath, it is very much so like if I'm feeling like dazed and confused over something, I can use this breath to bring me back with energy. I like to use this breath in the morning time. I love to use this breath if I'm feeling like a little bit sleepy or tired. This is a great breath to use to wake up the system. So I don't want to say that it's turning your cortisol on, but it is like a fluttering of the diaphragm. So it really is awakening that vagus nerve. Versus like moving into the parasympathetic. I really do think that this is more of like an alert. It's like your coffee in the morning, right? So anytime you're feeling tired and you need to be more awake, you're feeling like brain foggy and you need to feel more clear, this is the breath to come to. So again, with this breath, I would sit up because it is like an energizing breath. So we don't really want to be lying down. You can stand up as well. But for this breath, sitting in a tall position is going to be more beneficial for you. And the goal of this breath is to focus on the exhale. So the inhale is just going to naturally come back in, and the exhale is what we're going to focus on. And the way that I was taught this breath that made it really, really easy to understand the cadence of it is to stick your tongue out and pant like a dog. So that exhale is what we're focusing on. The inhale just naturally comes back in. I'm not trying to take the inhale in, it's just happening. So this is an exhaling breath. But what you're going to do is you're going to take that pant into your nose. And we're placing our hand, I like to place my hand right here. So I like to place my hand right on that diaphragm, right where the diaphragm, like underneath the rib cage. I like to place my hand right there. So kind of like touching the very bottoms of the ribs so that I can feel the breath as I'm doing it. So you're only going to focus on your exhale. I would find a nice place to sit up for this because this breath is really supposed to be awakening and energetic. So if you lay down, you might not get the same experience, and it might be a little bit harder to do the breath. So, sorry, my nose is so itchy. So, finding a nice seat, we're going to take those 3 clearing breaths. And so go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep inhale in. And let's start with that body scan. It's always nice when we're doing a breath to start with a body scan to see where you're at from the beginning. So take it from the crown of the head all the way down to the toes. Bringing your awareness all the way down, and just notice if you feel any contraction, any openness. Where do you feel free? Do you feel any pain that's talking to you right now? And then notice the body as a whole piece. Notice your body in space. Do you feel expanded or do you feel contracted? What's a word that you would use? And then bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how you're breathing in your body. Where's your body expanding and where is it falling with your breath? And let's take those 3 clearing breaths now. Deep inhale through the nose, belly, chest, filling all the way up to the back of the throat, opening your mouth and exhaling it out. Ha, making it whatever noise you need. And then again, filling yourself up all the way to the very top, filling the breath up, and then exhaling it out. Doing a little shake if that feels good to let that go. Inhaling, pulling any energy that you need to release here up from the depths of yourself. Really filling yourself up and then exhaling, letting it all go. And then just return to the breath and notice how it feels to breathe at the very tip of your nose. And if your mind flutters away, just slowly bring yourself back. No need to be angry. Meditation is not about stopping the thoughts. It is about simply bringing yourself back to the space in between the thoughts. And then go ahead and place your right hand on your abdomen, right there, touching the rib cage. You can place your left hand on your heart if that feels good for you as well. And take a few deep inhales and exhales. And with your hands on your body, just notice what is opening up. Notice where you're expanding, where it's falling. And these moments are just to take a mental note, just so that as we grow our practice, that we understand how it's moving and how it's growing. And then go ahead and exhale all of the air out of your lungs, all the way down to the bottom. And then I want you to inhale deeply in, exhale out completely. And then you're going to inhale 3/4 of the way in, and you're going to start the breath. Try to go with that tempo. Try to stay with the same tempo. If you need to pant out of your mouth first, and then close your mouth to understand the rhythm. To understand the rhythm in your own body, go ahead and do that. Now you can stay with this cadence right here, which is about a medium, or you can pick it up and breathe out softer. Or you can slow it down. Go ahead and exhale all of the air out of your lungs. Hold. Pause at the very bottom. Pull in and up on your navel center. And then inhale deeply all the way to the top. Fill yourself up. Pause. Hold. Be with it. And then exhale, let it go. Beautiful. We're going to do that one more time together. Know that in this breath, you can do this. You can count and do it 100 times if that feels good for you. You can also set a timer and do this for about a minute. You can also just do it until you notice a shift in your body. What will happen is you'll soften, you'll feel more awake and more calm at the same exact time. So go ahead and take a deep inhale in. Exhale all of the air out of your lungs. And then inhale 3/4 of the way in and start the breath. Feel your abdomen jumping as you're breathing. And then let's go ahead and make it a little faster. If you ever feel yourself coming out of breath, take a little bit deeper of an inhale in and then start the breath again. If you feel like you're going too hard, soften it. It does not have to be hard. And then let's slow the breath down one more time. Exhale all of the air out of your lungs. Pause at the very bottom. Notice the stillness. And then inhale all the way in. All the way to the top of the breath. Hold, and I want you to hold for as long as you can. Hold as long as you can. And whenever you're ready, exhale out. And then after you've exhaled out, if you're still holding, good for you. If not, once you've exhaled out, just sit. Breathe deeply in and out. And notice how you feel. Take another scan of the body. Take a scan of your body as one piece. And if you don't feel a shift in your body yet, try going back to the breath and do it for a little bit longer. This breath is very instantaneous shift. You should feel it in your body right away. And if you don't feel it, that's okay. Just keep going back to the breath and use this whenever you need to get out of that brain fog, to get out of the thoughts in your head, right? The total rumination that happens to a lot of us. Use this breath to get into your clear-headed space so that you can go on with energy throughout your day. Thanks so much. So excited for you guys to use this breath in your day-to-day life, and I'll see you for day 5.